It's time to leave Madrid, Spain, and head on over to Paris, France to meet up with one of my friends. For a one-way ticket on EasyJet, it was $28, but adding on my seat selection and a carry-on bag, my final price was 54 euros. Once we landed, the back emergency exit door was open and we could deboard the plane onto the tarmac. All right, well, I'm here in Paris. Let's go find my friend.
Bonjour from beautiful Paris, and with me I have a special guest. You've seen her before, and she's actually locking our Airbnb door, but Alicia's here, and we are heading downtown. Would it be called downtown? City Center? For an exciting day. We have just made it to City Center. I'm not sure if this is City Center, but we've made it somewhere, and guess who we spot in the background? The Eiffel Tower. I'm not gonna lie, I think the one in Vegas was a little more impressive, but I'm still pretty far away, so we're gonna get a little bit closer, maybe find some breakfast, and then we're going on a lunch cruise on the Seine. Oh my gosh. I'm just butchering words left and right here. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. It's cute though. And Alicia. We are walking to get on our lunch cruise. We are cruising for 2 hours on the Seine River, and we have glorious views of the Eiffel in the background. I'm really actually glad that it's not raining, even though it's an all glass boat. It's covered. I don't want it to just be skewed by the water. Pretty excited.
While walking along the river walk to our lunch cruise, we were afforded a close-up view of the famous Eiffel Tower. There are several lunch cruise options that are docked along the riverside, so make sure you're paying attention to your cruise name. That way you don't end up in the wrong spot. Once we arrived at our destination, we quickly found that the check-in process was effortless. The hostess gave us a map of all the icons we'd see during our cruise, in addition to giving us our table assignment, and provided us with any extra facts that we needed to know about the boarding process. Once you're all checked in, there is a large waiting area where you and other guests will congregate prior to boarding the cruise. While you're waiting, this is an excellent time to review the menu in advance, just to look over your possible selections that you'd like for your starter, main course, your cheese tray, and of course, dessert. Once boarding has begun, a waiter will take your tickets and escort you to your assigned seat. So we selected the privilege package, which was 89 euros, which ensured that we got a window seat. Your seat is determined by the price of your ticket selected at the time of booking.
It's insane to think that I'm so excited to be here, and I do fabulous, I was just telling Alicia, I do fabulous things like this all the time, and I'm just always amazed, and I pray that I stay this way because this is an amazing opportunity. Amazing company. Oh my gosh. I just love that. I just love experiencing all these things all the time. I can't wait.
With this package, alcoholic beverages are provided.
I don't drink alcohol, but I always look on the menu to see if there is some kind of substitute that maybe looks like I'm having a mocktail, because I never want to miss out on the opportunity to have a drink. I feel fancy. I want to feel fancy, and cheers to this great afternoon.
Once our cruise began, the appetizers, music, and conversations began to flow. For our appetizer, we selected the duck pate with a sweet sauce and apple garnish. Since this is a glass boat, I do recommend bringing sunglasses because the sun did peek out during our trip.
So there's a map that we can follow, that way we can see all the different sites. So as we go by, we just kind of point out what we're looking at. That way we can kind of pinpoint where we are along our route. And no matter which side you sit on, because we have a window, we'll be able to have front row seats to all of the sites that are along this tour. So now we're just waiting for we just had our starter, we're waiting for our main course, which I am very excited about.
For the main course, I got the French corn-fed chicken with buttered cabbage, crushed potatoes, and button mushrooms in a wine sauce. And Alicia got the buckwheat risotto with roasted cauliflower, gaze carrots, and chicory. My face kind of tells you how I felt about my meal. I'm very picky when it comes to chicken, and this particular chicken happened to be a bit on the drier side, so it was very tough to chew. After our main course, we ended up with a cheese tray, and that consisted of arugula and feta cheese. And lastly, it was time for dessert. But this dessert was special because we are here to celebrate Alicia's birthday. Happy birthday, Alicia.
Yay! Woo! Happy birthday! Yay!
One of our unexpected sights was seeing the French police do a few exercises out on the waterway.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Like, that's insane. That it's like just there. I'm so bad at this. I'm like, where is it? My phone is dying, and I asked Alicia, can I borrow her portable charger? It is literally like, it's a house phone. It's a brick house phone. I'm just like, let me dial somebody's number and just call them. But no, I appreciate it. My phone is dying.
After a full stomach from our lunch cruise, it's time to head back to our Airbnb. And I'd like to say, with our time in Paris, we definitely became pros of the subway and bus system. I think I even became a pro at using the laundromat because I just came back from Spain and I definitely needed to wash clothes. Our Airbnb was a 25-minute subway ride to the Eiffel Tower. The living room came with a couch, a coffee table, and 3 benches. The kitchen was small but functional and equipped with necessary appliances, and then the main bedroom had a queen-size bed. There were 2 bathrooms, but one was equipped with a sink and shower and heated towel rack, and the other bathroom had a single toilet, which was actually really nice if the other person needed to shower. Now let's head downstairs where I was staying. There was no handrail on the side of the stairs, so I had to definitely be careful, but there were 2 twin beds and then a large TV in the basement. Speaking of bed, it's definitely time for me to go to bed, so stay tuned for part 2 because guys, we're in Paris.